Hello, everyone, and welcome to another MemeCast on the Internet is Awesome YouTube channel with your hosts, TS and Boomer. Hey, Boomer, how's it going?
TS, I'm exhausted.
Why is that?
I'm training for a big trek for the summer. So I'm doing these little practice hikes, and I went 6 hours this morning with weight, which was, I guess, smart and dumb at the same time. But yeah, I'm quite tired.
Great.
As soon as we're done this,
Okay.
I'm going to go nap.
Okay, no one cares about your hike. We'll go straight to the memes. We've already lost 7 viewers. Okay.
All right. What is this? CEOs join economic movement. Is this like a communist meme? Are you visiting the communist Facebook groups again?
They're ironic groups. It's like everyone pretends that we're part of the glorious Soviet Union. But no, this one was just kind of funny though, because it's accurate. Like all the job losses that are happening everywhere. It's like, okay, everyone needs to take one for the team and take a 10% pay cut or lay off 30% of the staff or whatever. And it's very, very accurate, you know. So they don't share the wealth, but they make us share the pain.
Sounds like you're falling into the trap of the communist groups already. Okay, next one.
Oh no!
Can change the course of the future.
Look at his name, Frodo Baggins.
I love it.
Yeah, this is a bad one. I just included it because, you know, it's a dank meme, so it's funny.
Yeah, and I'm sure. I mean, even at the start of the pandemic, there was lots of discussion whether saying somebody, or the person who started it was Chinese because they ate a bat was like something incredibly racist. But I kind of like now that it's gone into the memeverse because it's already a couple months past and it's not as important anymore. But if people call us out for being racist, I mean, so be it. We're not, and we're okay with people.
We acknowledge that there's no proof that it came from a bat or anything. This is the joke, okay? So
yeah,
like they're still investigating what the cause was. There's like the WHO team, WHO team, they're investigating right now. Although I'm sure that's just BS.
Let's go. So in the first 3 minutes, you've been shown to be a communist, racist, and a conspiracy theorist. Fantastic. Next meme.
This was from a few weeks ago, and when Kanye West announced, and everyone's already forgot about it because it's obviously.
Did he? I haven't been paying attention at all. Has he pulled out, or is he actually going for it?
No, it's just there was like one day where he announced he was going for it, and then it just completely went away, and no one's talked about it since, and there's been no news. And people confirm that he hasn't submitted any paperwork for running, so it's just I don't know. He's just that guy that I'm running for president just to make some social media buzz for fun or something.
I like the meme though. It's great. Okay. Oh, another one.
Anyways,
the eyes at the end are very cute.
We can continue. There might be another one. I don't even know. Oh, this was just Kanye. This was how he announced on Twitter, right?
Oh, okay.
Elon Musk, you have my full support.
What?
But, yeah,
really?
I've seen
Elon said that? Or is that fake?
No, it's real. You know, because Elon's a bit of a nutter as well, but they're both when it comes down to it, celebrities, you know. So yeah. They like to.
Crazy. I'm glad I missed this whole little crazy news cycle. It sounds insane.
Anyways, it only lasted a week.
Good. Next one.
Please don't be Kanye. Okay. Mass worse. No.
This is definitely my reality, especially as a VR.
Oh yeah, you got one for Christmas, right?
Yeah. Everybody's going to be using VR. I mean, it's amazing. Like, okay, I'll go on one of my little side tangents. If anybody that's listening to this hasn't used a VR headset yet, do so. It's an amazing technology. It as I don't know, cliche or as weird as this sounds, it almost feels like magic. It's absolutely phenomenal. Wearing masks, not so cool, but I guess very, very useful.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's very cool now. It's become trendy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and we
Designer
haven't we're not putting this on VR. I guess we'll do that next week. I'm a bit too tired to set up anything properly this week, but yeah, it's getting trendy, but it's also through the lockdown period, it's become more useful. So there are lots of like businesses, organizations that have to do a lot of collaborative work that they can't because they can't go to the office, so they actually use VR instead, and they collaborate in a VR space, which I think is really cool. Okay. Yep.
Okay. That's true.
Right.
I've seen other ones like like these mask deniers or whatever. It's like if you're afraid of the CO2 you're gonna breathe in from wearing a mask, let me tell you about our climate crisis.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of funny. And the other one was like, all the people who bought toilet paper are the same people who don't want to wear masks.
Yeah, well, it's crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even know what this is.
This seems to be just ridiculous.
I don't know where this is from, but okay. Cookie Monsters.
Yeah, I mean, Sesame Street is a reference, and I guess life is the other reference, right? Try to live in the moment. I think it's cute. Oh no, another one.
Great. So you have the political spectrum, and then Kanye. It's going straight up. Did you add this one or did I add this one?
I have no idea.
Don't even remember.
That's a little bit dark there. And not political.
No.
Excellent.
Great. It's not a meme either.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What's this?
See, I added a bunch of these and I forgot what they were, but
yeah.
So if you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber. If I was a vegetable, I'd ask you to pull the plug and end my misery. So are you starting to finally get this meme template with this guy?
Not really.
Is this the dumbass human?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like a mannequin that's trying to be human.
I see.
But can't quite get it right. Or an android.
Yeah, I just don't like the picture. It's too weird. That's besides the point. Okay, what is this?
No, just keep going. Just keep going.
No,
stop, keep going.
No, I'm even more curious. Pull mask up very small. What the hell is this? This is the most ridiculous meme/non-meme I've ever seen. This is also on your communist Facebook group page.
No, it's from one of those, I think, but maybe the nihilist page.
God.
Well, we were talking about it offline last week that we should present both sides of the story memes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our job for sure. Here's definitely the other side.
This is so true,
Yeah.
Like it's become kind of reality now that people just accept. But remember, when Trump became president, people were like just thinking of like, imagine the worst things that can happen. And now like the worst thing is happening, and we're all just kind of like, meh, or I don't know. It's not meh, but
It's like the what's that analogy? Like the frog in a boiling pot of water, right? The way to boil a frog is just slowly turn up the temperature. And I guess now that America is boiling, they've just been dealing with this shit for the past 3 years, from I guess both sides of the aisle. That people are, sort of used to it, but also you have all these crazy protests and race riots and things like that. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm really glad that neither of us are in the States. I unfortunately have a couple of friends that are in the States, and they seem to be losing their mind.
Yeah,
To put it
and
bluntly.
I guess like the other side of the story, people might say, "Oh, this would have happened if Trump was there or not." So in a way, yes, but look at countries that have mitigated what has happened. You know, some
Yeah.
countries are already restarting, had minimal deaths, just maybe in the low thousands.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's an interesting point, like specifically concerning the pandemic. I mean, I think there was a lot of, how do I say, like culture that had to do with how the countries were dealing with it, right? Like China or specific parts of Southeast Asia, they'd already gone through the SARS virus. So many people are just used to wearing masks and they were used to going into lockdown and things like that. Whereas in America, specifically America, right, there's this massive independence mentality that's part of the culture. So maybe a lockdown, if it was, you know, some other guy in the White House telling everybody to lock down, maybe it would have been the same. I don't know. It's
like
one of those what-if scenarios that aren't really helpful.
And how pausing the economy is not even an option for many Americans, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, onwards. We'll see how that pot keeps boiling over the next weeks here.
The mask stops COVID.
Stupid problems require stupid solutions.
It's just great that Chappelle's the one saying this. Yeah, I think this goes back. This is a trend that we've had on the little MemeCast several times now, right? Just going one level more in the spectrum of craziness in order to deal with the people that bring up about a lot of problems, especially when it comes to conspiracy stuff.
Memes are great for that.
Yeah. What else we got?
Just a random one.
Ancient
this
ruins.
Is true.
Like
if I see one of those like on the street, I'm like, whoa, it's crazy to see that.
Yeah. Or there was.
I don't think they never work anymore in Canada, but maybe in the U.S. I don't know.
Oh, okay. There was also I was listening to a podcast where a mother and father were giving their like 8-year-old kid a rotary phone and had to have them figure out what it was. They had like 5 minutes to figure out what it was, and the kids like had no idea what it was or like how to work it, right? That was very funny.
It's like, why do you turn it?
Yeah, and how does it work?
Why do you have to wait to press the next number?
Yeah, good stuff. What else we got here?
This is good. Another expectation versus real.
Yeah.
Is that a real picture? Probably is. I don't know.
Maybe. It looks real-ish, but yeah, you never know nowadays.
That's sad.
Oh, your favorite guy again.
Yeah, we've definitely had too many of this. That was fun.
I've never seen the original picture.
It's the idea that it's like the memes have become so bizarre now that the first one is the one that's the normal template. But if you have like this stock image about stocks as the meme, that's like, why is this like this? Anyways.
I don't think I'll ever understand these properly. But
yeah,
that's
the
okay.
memes on Reddit, I don't know, because it's a lot of the demographic there are the younger crowd, right? So a lot, like especially there, I didn't even include this one, but there's been a meme template going around this week about like two astronauts looking at the Earth and like it's like it's saying they're the meme now and always has been. I don't know. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's just so, and then there's like 1,000 variations on it, and I don't know. It's the idea of the like, what's the word? I don't even know the word, but like the act of creating the meme itself that just like takes off like a snowball effect, right? And but the meme itself doesn't have any real meaning, or at least very little meaning. But
sounds like modern art.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But then the more you contort it, the more meme it gets on the other end of the spectrum, right? So
Right.
in like a ironic way. Okay. Just look at the last line. This is like me and you. It's like
yeah, for sure. I'm always the one asking you to talk about deeper things, and you always shut me up.
Let's talk about memes instead. Yeah. See, I won because I finally got you a weekly.
Yeah, you got the
discussion.
freaking MemeCast.
Instead of a philosophy.
This is why
podcast.
we don't. Yeah. All right. What the hell is this? I guess it's kind of funny.
Oh, so it's like the style of computer game, like player versus environment.
Player versus
player.
player.
It's like how you're so good when you're playing against the computer.
Yeah. And then when you go against other,
it's
when you go against people that have been doing it for like 50 days straight, you get
all
destroyed.
the Korean guys.
Racist.
Who have like 100 clicks per minute.
Right. I like this one.
Why can't you wear that mask? And it's funny because it's a bank.
Yeah.
Are masks mandatory now? Where you?
Yeah. They instituted it just this past Monday, so you can get like €100 fine or something like that. So everybody's wearing masks.
Same here.
Yeah.
Seems like it's dependent on the municipal laws, right? Maybe, but.
Well, we've also entered a new lockdown. We probably should have started the show off with that. But
I saw that the Spain numbers were going up, and I saw somewhere else. Anyways, you talk about it.
Yeah, so some of the numbers went up. We don't need to discuss that. I can probably talk to you about it off there. But we're in a new lockdown, but it's not mandatory, and there are like exemptions to it. Like you can still meet up with a group of 10 people inside, but the recommendation is to stay inside. So there's still like lots of criticism towards it because the guidelines aren't clear. People are saying it's not going to actually do anything, blah 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 blah. But
that's interesting because it's very different from like that sounds like our current stage 3 of easing lockdown restrictions is kind of what you just described, that you can meet with 10 people indoors, but maintaining distancing. Actually, that was stage 2, I guess. But anyways, doesn't matter. But
yeah, I think here
the a lot more gradually. So.
Yeah, I think the government here has to, like for a full lockdown to go in place, they have to start a state of emergency, and that's like a bit of a bureaucratic process. So they can't actually do that until they have that implemented. So maybe this is like the first step before doing that. But whatever, we don't need to talk about it. It's not fun. It's not meme worthy.
What?
Do you get it? He's bending his arm, and therefore
I'm using 100% of my brain to understand.
It's kind of a cool tattoo, right? It changes depending on the flexibility of your body.
Even the bend in the neck looks good too.
Yeah.
Cool. Is Morgan Freeman still alive?
I'm gonna say yes.
He just doesn't do it. I guess he must be super old.
And on that note, that's the end of the MemeCast.
Yeah, we're just. I doubt anyone's still listening. So.
Yeah.
So we're just rambling at the end here.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to end one of these MemeCast episodes. Whatever. I'm still having fun. Puts a smile on my face. Hopefully some other people get some joy out of this and see some silly memes. That's kind of the goal.
If you've made it this far, you win. The no prize.
What else can we say? Yeah, next week we'll probably be back on VR. Too lazy to set it up this week. And
we'll do another special episode maybe instead of the weekly memes, since I think it's good just kind of do like one every few weeks just to catch up on what's trending, and otherwise do a special. Maybe we'll do how about office memes? Yeah,
that sounds good. I'm up for that. Perfect.
The American Office, but maybe we'll throw in Ricky Gervais something just to throw us up.
Sounds good. All right. See you next week.
Okay, bye. Thanks for listening, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can check out our Instagram and TikTok channels with our favorite memes. Links are in the description below. And share with us your favorite memes, and we will review them on the MemeCast. See you next week.